Now of course this would be where I'd start my top 5 video games of 2012 list, but I'm sure everybody would hate me for filling the list completely of Slender, so that's a problem. Instead I'll do one quick review, read a list of games that my friends said they've enjoyed last year, and then talk about recent events in my life, which coincidentally are all video game related. Or every event I'm allowed to tell on video. So everybody always hates on the simple cliched jump scare in horror films, but that's all Slender is, and people seem to like it / hate it in a good way. Why? Because it's not the scare that makes the game scary. It's the waiting, the anticipation, the knowledge that that tall, pale bastard is out there. Somewhere. I don't even like horror in any medium, and I still played this game. With company. And you all saw how into the Slender Man mythos I got last Rambler because of it. If I had more games to compare it with, I'm sure I wouldn't have put it as number 1, but it would have definitely been on the list. I'd just like to say that the reason I haven't played anything from 2012 isn't because of laziness or lack of money, at least not the main reason. I've just been concentrating on my back catalogue of games, particularly for PS2 as a last hurrah now that it's dead. Oh, not my console. God, it's the only thing I've had to pass the time for the last few months, but the whole PlayStation 2 run. It was a good run, 12 years, but now it's discontinued and there were so many games for the system I haven't even played yet. Now I have to get the games from eBay. Do you know how much of a pain in the arse it is to get complete, fully working games with the manual and everything from eBay? It's a bitch. Anyway, I asked around my friends to see what they played and enjoyed from last year and got 2 very good responses. One from Daniel Rudder of Daniel Rudder Films and the other from Trent Petrionitis from Trinist. I actually got more than a good reply from Trent. I got an entire blog on his Trinist website about the game of the year, which he gave to Sleeping Dogs because it was the only game he finished last year. Which is kind of annoying when you know that he also pretty much buys a new game every second week and doesn't play them, when I have to scrimp and save for 1 game a year. Son of a bitch. A couple of the other games Trent and Daniel suggested were Battlefield 3, Medal of Honor Warfighter, Assassin's Creed 3, Hitman Absolution, Far Cry 3, Dishonored, Fez, Little Inferno, Escape Vector. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll be sure to check those out over the course of this year. I have been looking for the Walking Dead point-and-click adventure game lately in shops. I've heard some good things about it, but apparently nowhere fucking sells it, just like the original BioShock. Speaking of point-and-click adventure games, I've embarked on another adventure this year to make my own point-and-click adventure game, thanks to a game design workshop now running in Tamworth. Yay! Of course, it's just wishful thinking that I'll even learn that much. I've had 2 classes of it so far, and most of it, again, whoosh! Nah, it's been fun. Last lesson we watched Indie Game the Movie, which I highly recommend to everyone. You should check it out. It looks behind the scenes of the making of games like Braid, Super Meat Boy, and as mentioned before, Fez. So if you're one of the people in the know on the making of Fez, you know Phil Fish is kind of a dick. If you watch this, you'll probably still think he's a dick, but at least you might sympathise with him a bit more. It's really looks at the sacrifices and what these people have to go through to make such awesome games. You really should check it out. Special thanks to Trent for alerting me to the course and attending the first class with me. He didn't attend the second one. And to organiser and teacher Boone Cotter, a genuine video game designer and part inspiration of Far Cry 3 villain's facial hair. True story. I even met some more people I'll most likely see at the PAX event in July, which is good because pretty much everybody I invited to it has already pulled out for different reasons, even the cameraman. I'll definitely be going, I've already bought the ticket. Amy will definitely be going, she's volunteered to be replacement cameraman, camerawoman, so thank you so much, Amy. And then another of Amy's friends is a near definite. I only invited her the other day, so fingers crossed there's at least 3 of us going, plus Boone and his other students. So I can't wait. So that's it for the best of 2012 lists. Thank you for sitting through the whole 3 parts of this episode, I assume, and please stick around for the bloopers. Thankfully I won't be doing another series of worst of 2012 lists because I'm not yet getting paid to review all this, so I'm not gonna knowingly pay to review all shit. Because this and shit share the same letters, just rearranged. Well, I thought I was clever.
2012 and all I know is everybody comes and goes, everybody sings and cries, makes a great and takes a prize in something, nothing, I don't care, because I always know that you'll be here with me.